Thank you guys for endorsing us, you know.
No,
This is
well,
the
I
least
love
we
it.
can do, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful.
And as soon as Adasi told me you guys were a Swedish company, I was like, yes, Europe, yes. Anyway.
Anyways, well, I just want to say welcome, Alex, to
Thank
our
you.
To Ireland booth here at the NAMM show. And well, I would like you to introduce who you are.
So, as you know, my name is Alex Elena. I've been a professional drummer for many years. I started producing about 12, 13 years ago. I've had a Grammy nomination and I've had the luck to work with some incredible artists.
Grammy nomination, that sounds hard.
Yes, it's just a way to remind yourself that what you're doing is of worth. You know, it's kind of unique. And we're always looking for new artists to produce anything that is, as I say, out of the box and non-conventional. We're interested in. I have a production company with Steve Boffman.
I had him earlier here today.
There you go. And it's called the Two Beards Production because we both have beards. His beard is bigger than mine, but
And he talked about you as well.
There you go. So we are. We make music that is somehow unique, out of the box, and we have a lot of fun doing it, which is the most important thing.
You play drums still?
Yes, I do. A bunch of other instruments, like especially in the productions that we do at the studio, we usually play everything. And then we find the right artist to sing on the songs.
But not touring anymore as you used to?
Sometimes I do. I've had a #1 in Japan and Korea with a very unique artist by the name of Michel Chapro. In that case, I like to go out on tour and I play drums and musical direct. If I get offered to go on tour and I like the music and especially the people, I would still consider it. If not, it's just a job, So I've done it a lot when I was younger, and I was. You get a lot of experience when you start playing at an early age, and it's great to do it then. Now it's different,
But it sounds like fun. You've had a lot of experience traveling.
Yes.
But now you're in the studio and.
You see, I'm in the studio when I'm producing, but I also do photojournalism on the side. So whenever I'm not producing, I go around the world and I like to take pictures of things. From slums in Africa to, like heavy subjects, and then I auction the photos for charity.
I have to check that in.
It's fantastic. Actually, on your website,
I've seen that.
Yeah, somehow when you click on my name, it goes onto the photography website, but it'll be changed.
Yeah, we will change that.
Yeah.
And you have some experience with the Ireland microphones?
Yes, I use them in my kitchen. When I cook, I turn them on, and they sound fantastic, and they taste great. They're really good, especially with a little pasta. No, I do, and I was very blessed to. From Adasi that put me in connection with you guys and especially Lars. We got a couple of microphones and we use them on drums, acoustic guitar, and we're kind of blown away. Really cool. I mean, I've only tried the M series, so I'm looking forward to, try a few more. There's a couple of things there that I really like.
You tried them a little now?
I tried them a little now, yeah. There are two that I really like. I like the little guy there, the little flat one, and that one is fun.
The tube there, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know the names yet. The Steve mic. The Steve Boffman mic, yeah. I like that one very much.
Yeah, I got a new name today.
Yeah. Cool. But it's nice, to be part of a company as the company is starting, and I'm glad that you guys have faith in us, not only promoting your product, but putting it on good records, which is great.
We're so happy and glad that you like them and use them, you enjoy them and think
I will.
they're good.
Yeah.
So what's the next project for you?
So the next project is with Steve, we are in the process of shopping a TV show that we've came up with, which is a music TV show. And that's going well. And also we are producing an artist that we met in Cuba as we were shooting the sizzle for the TV show. So we do the tracks here in Los Angeles, and then we go to Cuba and track the vocals on our little portable setup.
Yeah, you said that you had two homes, live in Cuba and here.
Exactly. But you know, we like doing that. The reason why, you know, we believe that when you track an artist outside of the studio, you get a different vibe. So even my Grammy nominated artist, all the vocals we did in a bedroom.
Really?
Yeah. Most of the vocals, even, you know, I produced a song for Lily Allen. She's a multi-platinum selling artist in Europe. She didn't want to go to a studio, so I showed up at her house in the countryside with a $400 microphone and my little setup. And then, you know, when we end up mixing the stuff, people are like, oh, the vocal sound is great. And we're like, you know?
That's funny. Share some more stories of like
well,
that.
you know, again, we like doing things a little out of the box, you know. We've been in the studio for such a long time that to me, getting out of the studio is a breath of fresh air. You know, and also when you take the artist out of the studio and you put them in another situation, they react differently.
More comfortable and more
Yeah, you know why?
relaxed.
Because there is a connection. Imagine this, you know, you're doing vocals, I'm sitting right next to you with my little laptop, and I have a pair of headphones. If I take the headphones off, I can hear the natural sound of your voice. So all of a sudden we've both become part of the recording. There is no separation between the artist and the producer. And to me, you know, the main job of a producer is getting the best vocal track. And once again, I was blessed to be, you know, playing drums on big records from an early age. And I've also, especially when I moved to New York, I kept playing drums on records and became really good friend with some of the big producers that would love, you know, that had me in the studio with them observing, you know. And I just think that the more connection you have with the artist, the better performance you're gonna get. Also, I'm interested in, both Steve and I are interested in content that has a message. So, honestly, the artists that we pick have a message. So you can have a hit single or a song that, let's say, goes in the charts that makes people think, you know, how much bad music can we produce, really? You know, I mean, you turn the radio on and every song is done the same way. It's a format in itself, but how much does it sell and how long will it sell for? I mean, if you think about it, the only bands that still pack arenas are like the Stones and some of the old school bands. What's going to happen when they die? You know, who's going to replace them? You know? And it's not that the Stones had particularly a message, but they changed an entire generation.
Exactly. Yes, they did.
So the project that we're doing in Cuba, it's this rapper guy who's a poet. It's like the Bob Dylan of rap. You know. It's insane, you know, and the message is obviously he sings in Spanish, but the message will resonate in all Central and Latin America. You know, it's something that is applicable to each country. So we're interested in changing things a lot in music. You know, it's not just I have a record that sells.
No, not
great,
just
you got a record that sells, but is that record good? You know, and we're also very interested in longevity. You know, so when we pick an artist, you know, is the artist good enough to last more than a record, you know? So to me it's very important. It's almost like we're trying to create a little army of smart, talented artists that have unique voices to be able to create a movement that will influence, you know, the younger generation. So we basically, I don't like to follow trends, but I like to create trends, you know. So that's kind of that's my dream. That's why I do it. You know, I don't do it for anything else, you know.
I really like your.
Thank you. Yeah.
How you think and what you said. I mean, that's. I think it's wonderful.
No, thank you. You know, trying to spread the word out there. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's from your heart.
It is.
Well, I'm so glad that you took your time and visit us here and sit down and talk with us a little.
Thank you for giving us microphones. That's all I'm saying. And I'll say to the camera, thank you very much for the microphones. They're fantastic. We shall use them over and over and over again.
And I will say good luck with the project, with the television? No,
The TV show.
The TV show?
We can't say the name, it's all secret. But
I understand.
You'll see us eventually.
Well, yeah. I'm sure that we will see you. And where can we follow you on your...
Okay, so there's my music site is www.alexelena.tv. Instagram is alexelena007. The Instagram is totally dedicated to the photography. So if you guys go and check out my pictures, read the blog under the photos, because it's not about the photos, it's about the stories, you know. And I love you all.
Thank you again.
Thank you.